Here we are at the end of 2022. I had saved lots of videos of home renovations this year and never got around to really posting them because I was waiting for projects to wrap up, and that doesn't happen as quickly as it used to now that we have 3 kids and especially with a baby. So I'm just going to give you what we have. The beginning, before we moved into the house, we ripped up all of the carpet. The previous owners had allowed their dogs to make a mess on all the carpets, so that was an unexpected expense that we didn't really think about until we moved in, but I am so glad we did it, especially before all of our furniture was there. So we painted, we installed new carpet. This was the morning of our carpet installation, and it truly felt like Christmas morning. It felt like a brand new house. Oh, look at little baby Colette. It felt like a brand new house, and I'm very thankful that we were able to do this before we moved in. So we tried to get as much painting as we could get done before the carpets went in, but that didn't happen in every room. So we finished up the painting of all of the bedrooms, playrooms, kitchen, living room, and homeschool room before we moved in and had to move furniture around. And then since then, we've painted almost every other wall. So for our next project before we moved in, I really wanted to tackle this backsplash before we were going to be cooking in the kitchen every day. This tile just felt dirty and dated, definitely didn't go with the cottage style I am trying to go for in this house. So this is what we tackled next. As you can see, it did not come off easily. Todd basically had to pull these off in sheets. There was like a backer board that they had screwed in, and then they had mortared the tile on top. So it wasn't an easy feat, but it was very satisfying when it was done.
Where's Colette? Go get your stuff. Oh, wow. What do I need to do to help?
I don't want to scratch.
Yeah, I don't want to scratch
this
it
too much.
There you go. Okay, I'm trying. Yes. Hold on.
As I was going through these videos to put this one together, I found this very adorable vlog style video that Madeline must have taken on my phone and just during these projects, and I love it, so enjoy.
Hey guys, my dad's doing something, and I'm going to do that my baby sister is, and then my mom. Wait, I can show you right now, that is, she's changing a dirty diaper. So, we won't look at that. This is the flower bed. There's 2 bunnies outside. Look. They're like, when? They're like,
The bunnies are out on our property. There's 2 next to each other.
That's the end of the video.
Was that not the sweetest video ever? That was taken in April, and it's now December, and I feel like she's already grown so much since then. So now we're working on the beadboard that we use as backsplash in place of the tiles that you saw before. I had seen lots of pictures on Pinterest of beadboard backsplashes and loved it, but I knew that our kitchen was going to be redone one day, so I didn't want to spend a lot of money or time replacing it, but obviously it's going to be a few years before we can get to that, so I wanted to enjoy it. So Todd found this beadboard plywood that we used instead of true beadboard, and so it only cost $30 to do our whole backsplash, so I was very, very happy with that price point. So here I am just placing everything that we had measured and cut. Next, I took everything back down and painted it a satin version of what we had painted on the walls, which is Sherwin-Williams Greek Villa. I then made sure everything fit, applied liquid nails, and then used a nail gun to adhere the beadboard to the backsplash. With everything up, the next step was to caulk everything. So there were lots of seams. I did through around the window, all the seams where they met against the countertop and underneath the cabinets. After I caulked, I did have to lay tape down, painter's tape, and go back and paint over the caulk to match the Sherwin-Williams Greek Villa. And then it was done, and I was so excited. And when we moved in, it was fresh and new and exactly what I wanted for now. The next project I have very little footage or pictures of because I was doing other projects while Todd and his awesome friends were working on this one. So before we did this, you could walk all the way around our fireplace. I'm not sure what this area was used for as before, but we are using it as Todd's office. So we walled in both sides, and then right here we made a little cubby to be a mudroom. As you can see, here's one of our friends who helped drywall, which was such a big help. So now the office is done, and we'll see if I can get around to getting some footage of it. We had Colette's first birthday party at our house before we even moved in, but it was all of my 1-year-old garden party dreams come true, and I'm so thankful that we got to use our yard to host all of our family coming in town to love on her. So enjoy little 1-year-old baby Colette.
She already has some.
You gotta chew it up. Yeah. But yeah, Mom.
The last thing that had to take place before we could move in was Todd's half Ironman. He had worked so hard for so long for this, and it was just a really exciting day cheering him on. Then a week later, we moved in.
This is Todd, go! Say yay, Dada!
Hey, Dada!
Nothing. Say go, Dada!
Go, Dada.
There's Todd Smith.